So you guys remember the last video where I was like,
we'll be more positive with the notes that EA is giving us for franchise.
yeah, hope you're not expecting that for this video because this ain't looking good. So EA released the gridiron notes for franchise and then subsequently afterwards released their gridiron notes for not like MUT, but literally just the auction house for MUT for some reason. So we're gonna do a deep dive into this, and if you guys did miss the deep dive that I did for franchise and the gridiron notes that EA released, you guys can check that out. This video will not be as long as that video was, only because the gridiron notes that they released for this were not very long. So right off the bat, it says, with the launch of Madden NFL 22, we are introducing a few new features to Madden Ultimate Team auctions: economic information, recent sales, and price ranges. And then they gave us a picture of what MUT's gonna look like, and is it just me or does this look exactly the same? Like, we'll talk about the auctions in a second, but like the card art looks exactly the same. Obviously this taskbar looks different, but I mean, I'm glad they really changed it up for us. Anyways, just looking at the image that they posted for us, you can see that this is an item in your binder, and everything's pretty much the same. You guys can see here, it has just how long you're posting it for, but the big changes come here where it comes to economic information and recent sales. So you have lowest buy now price, the median price, and the current available. And then there's also price ranges, which we're gonna, that's the big issue here for me, at least, with what they released in these gridiron notes. So it says here, these features will apply to all items that can be auctioned. There are a few things this accomplishes. Players have access to more information about current market trends, the median sale price of any item, how many of the same item are currently up for auction, and recent sale price of the same item. This ensures a fair price for high-level player items, making them more accessible to all players. Price ranges help restrict the transfer of illegitimate coins through auctions. So this right here is obvious that they are trying to cut out coin buying. And like, I mean, from a business standpoint, I can see why they're doing this, because you know, there's a third-party company that's taking money away from what you could be making. So like, I kind of understand that. But also, like, is coin buying really that big of a threat to you guys? You guys still made multiple $1 billion last year as an organization. So we know why they're doing this. Going more into it, it says price ranges will be determined by the current market prices. The upper price ranges will be set well above the median sell price of items on the market and will dynamically update as the median price of items rises and falls. By default, there are no lower ranges, but as we gather more data, lower ranges could be introduced. This will ensure that items are sold for fair price while leaving plenty of room for increasing or lowering prices. So basically, they're not saying that there's for sure going to be like a lower price, like the lowest price an item can go for, and that the prices are going to be set basically just by the median. I hate that a lot. Basically what this is saying too is that they can control how much cards are going for now, which is stupid, because some of their biggest communities are like the sniper community, who like love to just sit there all day and get the, you know, people post, because people post cards for super cheap. I've had a couple times where I'll be on the auction house, I'm like, really, is that the real price? Okay, I'll buy it, and either I'll resell it or I'll add that player to my team. And it looks like they're getting rid of that completely, which is stupid, because if you have a player, you should be able to sell that for however much you want. Like, if I want to sell my iPhone, I have the right to sell this for however much I want. Doesn't mean people are always going to buy it, because if I put this iPhone up, it's an iPhone 11 Pro Max. If I put this up for $2,000, no one's going to buy it. If I put it up for $300, someone's probably going to buy that pretty damn fast, because that's a really good value for this. But this is mine, so I should be able to do what I want with it. So I don't like the fact that they're basically stepping in and saying, no, we can control how much you sell your cards for. It's ridiculous, it's stupid, and it's completely manipulating their market. And I mean, earlier it said it ensures a fair price for high-level player items, making them more accessible to all players. No, it doesn't, because it says here that the upper price ranges will be set well above the median price range. So the median price range is going to determine how much a card goes for. If anything, that's just going to inflate how much a card is worth, because players are going to go, okay, well, if this card's going to be pretty damn expensive, and you know there's not going to be that many, because you can already see how many are up there, and the median's already pretty damn high, I'm going to put this up for a lot. Especially if there's a lowest amount you can post it for, players are going to post it up for a lot more than that card is worth. So it's not going to be more accessible for every single player. That's going to be more accessible for people who buy more packs, which again, going back to a business standpoint, is why EA is doing this. And again, they know what they're doing, because players are going to see, damn, that card is really expensive. Well, I might as well use my coins in the pack store instead. I don't have enough coins for packs, because not every single pack can be bought with coins. Looks like I'm going to buy points, because I can't buy coins anymore, and that's And now at that point, they're just going to sell so many more packs. The median price will dynamically raise and lower based on current market trends. Yeah, no shit. When putting up an item for auction, you'll be presented with the current upper limit for that particular item. Again, all it's doing is monitoring and basically manipulating the auction house, because you can't put it up for more than that limit is, which is fucking stupid. The price ranges for each item will be wide enough that the players should be able to enjoy engaging with auctions without being impacted. No, we're not, because most casual players are not going to be able to use the auction house because it's going to be so inflated. We want this change to be a good experience for our players. We think this will help make Madden Ultimate Team more of a fair environment for all of our players. No, you don't. You just want your money. Don't act like you care about the environment. We understand that some players will be unhappy with this change. Yeah, most of them, especially. Okay, this is where I'm saying most of them are going to be unhappy, because most people that play this game, they play this game as no money spent. Why do you think no money spent videos on YouTube do so well? It's because users can relate to these teams. They go, well, I can't spend millions of dollars on packs. I'm disappointed, man. I mean, especially someone who built this channel basically, especially as of recent, off of no money spent series. This is gonna get really hard. I mean, I hardly ever use the auction house. The only way I can see that this is a positive is if they're giving us better rewards for solo challenges. The rewards for solo challenges have gotten pretty damn bad over the past couple of years. I remember when I first started playing MUT, like the rewards were actually pretty good, but now it's like you'll play an entire game, like literally 4 quarters, 3 minutes long each, and you'll get like 500 coins. And you're like, what the hell? But again, you have to knock out all of those, and you have to make sure you get all the stars, because if you don't, then you don't get whatever pack you get, which will probably not give you an elite player. This is just such a scummy thing to do, because EA knows its audience. They know the demographic that plays this game is a majority of kids, and kids can then, like I just said, steal their parents' wallets and then just spend ungodly amounts of money on this. And that's bullshit. That is gambling. That is straight up gambling. And I'm willing to take that. I'm willing to take that risk whenever I'm playing. I haven't bought packs in probably 3 years, but I'm willing to take that because I'm old enough to realize, yeah, I'm gambling my own personal money. But kids don't understand this. Kids basically just go, wow, if I put in my mom's credit card information, I can get unlimited amount of packs. All to pull one limited edition, whatever the card that in 3 months is going to be super, super cheap. Or maybe not, because they're manipulating the market. So I don't see how this is going to help the everyday player, honestly. Yeah, I got a little more heated in this one than usual, but I mean, this is like, I genuinely, as much as I hate EA, MUT is kind of fun, especially as a no money spent team, because you just get to, there's such a satisfaction of, grinding all the solo challenges, looking at your team going, yeah, I didn't give this piece of shit company any money except for when I bought the game. And now it really looks like they're trying to take that away from us, and that's really frustrating. I'm curious what you guys have to think about this, especially those of you that don't spend money on Madden. I mean, if you do, all power to you. It's your money. I'm not gonna tell you what to do with it. That's just my personal choice. I don't want to give it to them because they're not gonna use it to better the game. But I'm curious what you guys have to say about this. Like I said, if you guys want to check out my deep dive into the gridiron notes that they released for franchise, you guys can definitely check that out. And other than that, I think I'm just gonna end this video here. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time.